Hey, it's Coach Miller from BTB Lax. What I want to talk about right now is the different roles of the various players in lacrosse. We had somebody reach out to us and be like, hey, if you were to define the 2 to 3 roles of each position, like what would they be? And I actually thought that was a really good one. That's why there's so much material on the board. And coaches, college coaches, high school coaches, they put together their teams based on these characteristics of the different players. So it's a good one. So I'll start with the offensive guys, and I'm going to start with the crease attack. So not all teams play with a traditional crease attackman, but some do, and they have those great characteristics of being able to finish in tight, and they want to disrupt the middle of the field. Those are the two big ones for a crease attackman. They just they live in that area right in front of the crease, that 4x4 yard box, and they're just moving the whole time, disrupting the middle, keeping their stick head high. Like, open sticks a goal with these guys. If you can get them a pass on their ear in the box of position, they're going to finish it. So that's crease attackman. Those are their jobs. Those are the two big ones for those crease attackmen. All right. Then you got a wing attackman, the guy who's either perched on the right or left, depending on which is strong hand. And, his job may be to carry it a little bit, to move it to X, or, if he gets it, he could be that one of those big-time shooters where, he just has a good look from 10 yards, whatever it may be, and can fire in that shot, whatever it may be, with a scenario based on the offense. The X attackman, typically you're going to have, a guy who's going to want to, dodge, penetrate, get there and score if find those layups, or, be a feeder, like, still dodge and be able to feed, look for that crease attackman, whatever it may be. But he's going to be, trying to hang his defender up on the back of the net, like going back and forth, just trying to get that little edge to get that pass, wherever to be that good feeder, or possibly get up there and finish. Then you have your O middies, like O middies. All middies, they need to be able to run. So I don't have that listed here, but that's just, obvious. Like, these middies need to be able to run up and down the field. O middies, they definitely need to be able to shoot. They need to be able to play defense. Too often today, like, these O middies are too specialized. So if they get on, defense, they're panicking and trying to sub themselves off and that sort of thing. I don't agree with that. I think that these O middies need to be able to play defense and understand, the elements involved in playing defense. That still goes along with another video we have on YouTube at BTB Lax is, should players play other sports? And playing defense, those basketball players, whatever it may be, those soccer defenders, that carries over to lacrosse and being able to play defense. So, like, I always like to see athletes as O middies, just players who play multiple sports and just can do multiple things and be an athlete. But on the same token, O middies need to be able to dodge. So, and that takes a lot of time. It's not just being like, oh, I know how to split dodge. I can move the stick from my right to my left. It's a lot more complicated than that in terms of the footwork needs to be exact. You need to make sure that you're covering enough ground and protecting your stick to give yourself, that window to either shoot, pass, or dodge again, that secondary dodge or whatever it may be. D middies. So you have this, like, the specialized middies who are basically just out there to play defense, and you don't necessarily want them on the field all the time to play offense. What's their main role? I think their main role is to support the defense, so support the overall schemes of what you're trying to do as a team defensive unit, all right? And that will be communicated by the coach, the defensive coach, or the head coach, or whatever it may be. D middies need to be able to clear the ball. They have to be reliable ball handlers, so they can't be afraid to stay on the field and help the team clear the ball until it gets in the offensive end. So with that being said, they need to be able to handle the ball with both hands. They need to be able to throw an offhand pass 30 yards, whatever it may be, if needed. They need to be able to roll away from pressure and, make a pass with their strong hand, 50 yards or whatever it may be. And I love D middies who can score. So, like, if they've cleared the ball and they got down there and they have a path, then they can dodge and they can score. And, like, D middies who score, I always look for that, and I never discourage them from, going to the cage if they have an opportunity to do that. Moving on. Defenseman. First and foremost, defensemen need to be able to handle the ball. Same with the D-middies. They have to be able to go to their offhand. They have to be able to go to their strong hand. And they need to be able to roll away from pressure to their offhand, make that diagonal pass up the field with their offhand, which I actually find one of the most difficult passes in lacrosse for a defenseman. They need to be able to execute the scheme of the defense. The same with the D-middies. They need to be able to play team defense. They can't just be that one home run, one check guy who's looking to go for the home run every single time and get the ball. Yet they need to understand, be smart, understand the schemes of the defense, and be able to carry that out and execute it. We just talked about the offhand. With that being said, is they have to be able to communicate with their other players on their team, understand the situation. Are they unsettled? Are they a man down? Do they need to slide? Whatever it needs to be, the defensemen need to be able to do that. So if you can handle it, if you can execute the scheme and you can communicate, those are solid defensemen. Goalies, I see a goalie's job as three things. They have to be able to communicate as well. They need to be able to stop the ball, and they have to be able to throw outlet passes. They have to be able to get the ball up and out on a line, so that the ball can be cleared and maybe cause some fast breaks or whatever it may be. Face-off guys, at the minimum, I want to see face-off guys just be able to make it a 50-50 ground ball. So whether they're just jamming, whether they're just mucking it up or whatever it is, whatever they need to do, if you can find a face-off guy who can give you a 50-50 chance to get your wing guys involved, to make that a 50-50 ground ball, that's what I would like to see at a minimum. Obviously, the more advanced you get, if you get a face-off guy who's winning 75% of the draws, and that's a great thing too. With all these elements, all these types of players, they all need to be conditioned and be able to run and have a strength to them that they can protect the ball and pressure and that sort of thing. So just wanted to give my view of the different roles of different players on the field and just go through each one of those. It was a great question. I'm glad we addressed it. So there you see we went through all the offensive guys, the defensive guys, the goalies, and just gave you a little tidbit I'd like to see from face-off guys. So Coach Miller from BTB Lax. We'll see you in another video. Hey, Coach Miller here again. And did you know that there's just two simple things that separate average youth and high school lacrosse players from the elite guys that are ready to go on and play in college and beyond? Yep, just two simple things. It's your offhand and your off-ball play. And when I talk about off-ball play, I'm talking about the moves and decisions you make when the ball isn't in your stick. So what we did is we teamed up with college All-American and multiple-time MLL All-Star Mike Kimmel to put together a completely free 45-minute long 3-part training series that's going to show kids and parents exactly why these two things are so crucial to playing at the next level. And then Mike is going to walk you through step by step his fixes, the specific things he thinks you should do if you want to become a beast out on the field. Seriously, just listen to this straight from him.
Well, hey guys, I'm pro lacrosse player Mike Kimmel, and I'm here with Coach Jesse Miller from BTB Lacrosse. While I'm a pro lacrosse player now, I used to be in your shoes not too long ago, and I can definitely say that the two mistakes we talk about in these videos are what's absolutely killing your game and not allowing you to get to the next level. If you're the type of youth or high school lacrosse player that struggles with dodging past your defender, getting open, creating easy scoring opportunities, playing rock solid defense, and even the thought of putting the stick in your offhand makes you sick to your stomach, and you want to become a player that is incredibly hard to defend, jump starts the offense, gets open with ease, scores a ton of goals, can defend any player confidently, and has a ton of fun while doing it, then this training series is for you. And again, I'll tell you as a pro, it's not about being the biggest or strongest guy or being able to shoot the ball 100 miles an hour. It's these two simple fixes that are going to make you get to the next level. It's your off-ball play and your offhand. That's it. So that's what this free training is going to fix.
So if you're serious about improving as a player and becoming one of the best guys on your team, getting more playing time and catching the eye of college coaches and recruiters across the nation, well, you have to see this video training series. And once again, it's completely free. Just click the link in the description of this video and you'll be taken to a page where you just enter in your email and we will instantly send you the links to the training. So go ahead and do it right now and join the thousands of other youth and high school players that have been through Mike's training and are playing some of the best lacrosse of their lives and having a ton of fun doing it. So see you on the other side.